Get that ass bent.
We'll see. Okay, continuing on. So this person has like some mixed, harsh, constructive criticism, it looks like. Let's read it. It says, as someone who used to watch all your content, the reason I stopped tuning out completely. Maybe he means I started tuning out completely, because this doesn't seem to make sense. So let's try this again. As someone who, I'm just going to read it word for word and you figure out what it means. As someone who used to watch all of your content, the reason I stopped tuning out completely is because of the begging. I know you don't count it as begging, but mentioning support and memberships every 5 minutes became absolutely unbearable and completely ruined the experience for me to the point it started to become cringeworthy. You're at your best when you're playing something you genuinely enjoy. Don't be afraid to go back and replay classics, personal favorites, or things that you want to play instead of the next new hype thing that just fizzles out after 2 sessions. First of all, I have never once in any piece of content mentioned it every 5 minutes. That's ridiculous. But that's the thing. People tend to remember and emphasize things they don't like. That's true, right? Like, you'll be watching a movie, and you'll enjoy the movie, and there's 2 scenes you hate. So what do you think about after you walk out of that movie? The 2 scenes you absolutely fucking hated resonate in your head. You can't forget them, right? So you may actually have a overly negative opinion on the movie, even though overall the movie was great, except for those 2 scenes. You just can't get it out of your head. So I understand what this person is saying. They're obviously extrapolating upon what they're trying to say. What they're trying to say is, me mentioning contributions is annoying, and doing it too much turns people off. I know this. That doesn't bother you? That's okay. But if the content creator says, hey guys, so how can you support me today? Well, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this, please consider it. And then maybe a couple times during the stream, hey guys, so just so you know, would be great if we get some support because it's on the slower side right now. We got this, we got this. If you like the content, please support it, right? And I get it. Sometimes I mention it too much. Absolutely, 100% will agree with you. Sometimes I get pushy, and usually those are times when I'm feeling a little nervous, right? Like a week where maybe it's been 2-3 days straight. So by the way, guys, I now just want to ask everyone, it's not that there's an issue with contributions or anything, correct? As long as there's not, I'm okay. You guys are still able to contribute. There's no problems or anything. I just want to be sure that, I get paranoid because I have so much trolling against me and bad, malicious people acting against me that, here we are with a podcast and there's no contributions. And I'm like, did something screw up, right? Maybe. I don't know. I hope not. I hope that nothing's screwed up or anything and everything's working. Shia just popped their 33-month re-upping of their membership and said, Happy Mario Day. Thank you to Shia for supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. Okay. Tubbs popped his membership. He says, is this really Mario Day? Yes, it is. Indeed, it is, Tubbs. That's why they had a bunch of Mario announcements. Now it's noon. Okay? Now, normally I would say, hey, it's time for shout-outs, but there's absolutely nothing. We got no contributions at all. I'm not complaining. I'm just making an observation. No memberships, no super chats, no tips from what I can see. Sadly, this has kind of been a running pattern when it comes to streams is that basically memberships and super chats are way down. And I think this is a symptom of 2 things. Number one, yes, I still have not recovered from all those discounted VPN loophole memberships that flooded this channel starting in January. It's now been 2 months since that happened. And what's happened, just take a look at the people in chat, right? Like, it's crazy because some of you used to be regular members and now you're not, right? So what happened? I think what happened is a lot of people now, they got free memberships for several months And now they're like, oh, well, now I'm not going to bother doing memberships anymore. It's like, why? If you like the content, that's a great way to support it. You get benefits. You get access to all these crazy emotes, including all the new ones that we've unlocked over the last couple of months as a result of these stat VPN memberships, as well as all the other features, not having to listen to the slow mode rules of the chat and stuff like that. And gals out there, if you are enjoying the show today, again, please support it in some way. The only profits I make on this channel are essentially the things I make during the stream and the memberships. I really don't make ad revenue on these videos because 90% of them get claimed. There's a few that make it through, but it's few and far between. So if you could support the stream today in some way, it would be great. I do try to hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream I do of $50. It'd be great if we could hit that. Outside of that, anything is appreciated. Thank you to everyone who is liking the show. Thanks for chilling with me. I hope you're enjoying the show. I'm liking it so far. If you could support the stream in some way, that would be very appreciated. Anything appreciated today. I try to hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream. It would be great if we could do that. We're $20 away from that, but anything else, appreciated as well. Okay? All right, let's continue. All right, guys, we've got roughly an hour left on the show. Again, I appreciate you all hanging out with me. It would be great if you could support the channel in some way. Right now, literally no super chats, no new memberships, and 1 tip since the show started. All the contributions that you see below besides that are literally from the podcast. So if you could support the show today, that would be greatly appreciated. I know you guys like it. You come out for it every week. Please support it if you can. Let me just stretch my legs for a minute here, and then we will continue for 1 more hour. How do you do ultra tier? You can upgrade. 10 minutes if you're not before we begin. I'll just say this. Guys, if you can support the stream tonight, please do. That would be amazing if you could. These streams are the reason this channel is actually working for me. Otherwise, the posterity uploads of Red Dead and Final Fantasy 13, they basically don't make anything. But these streams have done really good in support of various ways. So tonight, if you could support tonight's stream, that would be really, really helpful. And I would really, really appreciate that if you could in any way, whether it's a super chat, a membership, a gifted membership, or a tip. It would really help out the channel. Okay? So please consider it. And then we're going to get started. Again, guys, please tonight support the stream if you can. Earlier today, the reaction stream didn't go so well. So I would hope that tonight we can have a good stream. They have been. Like, we have not done a retro reaction stream that hasn't done well yet. So I hope that we can continue that pattern tonight. And I would really appreciate it. Right now, there's nothing to shout out. Okay? Let me blow my nose quick. Videos are doing good. Remember, you can support this channel in many ways. You can leave a super thanks on a video. You can become a member. You can leave a tip. All that's available simply by looking at the description of the video or checking out the comments section for super thanks. I would appreciate that because right now, these streams are the only thing really going well on the channel. Everything else I'm doing is posterity purposes, and this is the thing doing actually pretty well. So please consider supporting this playthrough if you're really digging it, okay? All right, cool, guys. Thank you all for chilling. I hope you're enjoying. You've been a good audience so far, and thanks to those who contributed. Appreciate that. Any contributions tonight, greatly appreciated. Again, this is really support of this channel that I get. I don't really make anything off the on-demand videos. It would be great if you could support the channel in some way. And I thank you all very, very much for hanging out with me tonight. Okay? The bonuses are concept art, trailers, and makings of videos. Okay. So there you go. Okay, guys, good stuff so far. FYI, we're roughly halfway through, but I may actually go a little later tonight like I have done for these streams. Usually I've been doing like 2.5 hour retro react streams. We'll see how that goes. But I have to pee. So if you guys can bear with me here. I'm just going to mute the mic and then go pee and come right back. Again, just a quick reminder. If you guys are enjoying tonight, if you could support the channel in some way, I would really appreciate that. These are the streams that actually make this channel profitable for me. So anything, a super chat, a membership, a gifted membership, or tip would help. It would be great if we could hit at least the tier 1 tips goal tonight by the end of the stream, but we still have a ways to go. Okay? I'll be right back. Having a great time. I hope you are too. And for those still watching on demand, thank you for watching. Like I said, this series has done really well on DSP Throwback, and I hope it continues to do so. If you are enjoying it, please consider maybe supporting it. Perhaps you would like to leave a super thanks on this video or maybe a tip. Look at the description of the video for that. By the way, you know what I'm noticing? These videos have chapters. This is wild to me. Chapters weren't even available on YouTube in 2010. But here we are in 2024, and they've used AI to automatically generate chapters on the video, which is pretty wild. Wow. All right. Let's put the part here, and we'll go one more. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Cool. All right, Derek, have a good night. Half hour here, everyone, but I'll do one more final stretch as well. And again, yes, guys, last time I'll say it, if you like this content, if you like this throwback stream, please support it tonight in some way. Thank you for allowing me to at least hit the tier 1 tips goal. Anything else would be greatly appreciated tonight. I'm going to do one more half-hour part, okay? All right, stretch one more time. As well between the parts. Makes sense. And again, thank you to everyone who chilled, relaxed, and supported in any way. Until next week when we do it all again here on DSP Throwback for Heavy Rain. All right, guys, thanks so much. See you next time. And one final thing, remember, if you're watching these on demand, which a lot of people are still watching the playthrough on demand, consider supporting the playthrough with like a super thanks or maybe a membership, and then you can watch this unedited all together rather than having to wait all week to see all the parts. It's a good way to support things around here, okay? Thank you. See you next week. Okay, everybody. So that is it. That is my all-reacting streaming day. I hope that you had a good time with me. Quick reminder, tomorrow we're back to usual for gameplay. However, I'm only doing one stream tomorrow. All right? You might say, why only one stream? Because I have to do patron private react videos and other good stuff. I will say this, if you're someone who's watching the videos on demand on that channel over the course of the week, thank you for the viewership. That is the most watched video series I'm doing on that channel. Maybe consider supporting the playthrough outside of just watching, because the ad revenue on that channel is like non-existent. It's seriously like $1 a day, but maybe a super thanks on one of the videos, because those actually have super thanks enabled. Maybe a tip if you take a look at the description. If you become a member, again, much like DSP Reacts, you can actually access the archive stream immediately and watch everything you missed in one go rather than having to wait all week. Following just like DSP. There will not be a late stream tomorrow. Why? Number one, I have to film some private patron react videos. And number two, I have to work more on my personal stuff for the business behind the scenes this time of year. Just got to work on this stuff. And it sucks because I want to be here and streaming with you guys, and I can't. And it's going to be like this for 2 more weeks, this week and next week. And then after that, we should get back into the regular swing of things where I can be here every day, double streaming for you again. But I would hope you could come by and hang out with me on the podcast and support it. If you can come by and hang out with me in Final Fantasy VII and support it, yeah, it sucks only doing one stream and wondering if I'm going to have a good day or not because I'm only doing a half day. Hopefully, it does go well. And hopefully, people will hang out with me and engage in support for the stream that I will be